Thanks, Ken Kraetzer for Cadets. Me to have a chance to talk with head coach of Army football is Jeff Monken. And, Coach, you finished your last scrimmage. What was your overall impression? I thought there were a lot of good offensive plays today.
I hope we got a good punter, Ken. You and I probably saw it a little differently. I didn't think we played particularly well on offense. I thought the scout team defense did a really good job of stuffing us at the point of attack. You're going to hit some big plays against the scouts. It's just they're not always going to get lined up correctly. But I think overall we've got to play a lot better on offense, and way too many pre-snap penalties. We had holding penalties during the play. Just disappointed with that side of it. Defensively, our scouts are running off of cards, which isn't easy. We got a good pass rush today. We should. Those are all freshmen going up against veteran guys, and we should get a good pass rush. But it's just hard to tell. It's hard to tell when you're in a scrimmage like this, really, how we're going to perform on a Friday night from now against Lehigh. Special teams, misalignments and misassignments, and we just got to do a better job coaching. We got to get our guys ready. I thought our scouts came out here with a great enthusiasm and effort, and it showed. So good news is we got a week to go. Bad news is if we played tonight, we probably wouldn't have liked the result.
I did see, Bryson Daly had a nice completion to Miles Stewart, and then he had a couple of completions, a pass and then a pitch that broke open to David Clerk. So there was some potential in the offense. There was.
I probably have a tendency to see the things that didn't go right more than I did see the things that were good. There were some good plays. We got the ball pitched on the perimeter a couple times, and there were some big plays, like you said. We hit some good plays in the passing game. A couple times I thought we had opportunities to complete passes and just either misfired or didn't attack the ball. Or so there's some areas there where we got to improve. Our kicking game, and we tried a lot of different things, just a lot of different situational kicking game plays that whether it was an onside kick or a hands team or a fumbled snap on a PAT, just tried a bunch of stuff, and it'll give us tape to learn from, and whether those situations ever come up in the season or not, at least we'll have practiced them and have a chance to coach our guys off of that.
And Coach, now you've got your week to prepare for Lehigh. What are some of the priorities? How do you approach just looking at the tape of Lehigh? I'm sure you've been looking at it for a while.
We have, and we just try to prepare the best that we can. We know that they've got a lot of talented football players. They're a very well-coached team, and they're going to battle their butts off here on Friday night when they get in here. We know that. So we're going to have to match their intensity and be ready to go ourselves. I think that the biggest thing is blocking and sustaining blocks, which there were times that we didn't do that as well as we needed to tonight, and sometimes we did that very poorly tonight, whether it was at the point of attack, running the running backs between the tackles or out on the perimeter. We had times where we just didn't sustain a block, and a guy came off in the secondary and made a play. So there's some areas there on offense, playing blocks on defense and getting guys to the ground. We missed some tackles, just poor techniques and fundamentals. We got to improve that so we can make plays in the open field. And again, like I said, there's a lot of kicking game errors that we've got to correct, and there's a lot. It's a game of all kinds of different situations, whether it's down and distance or a kicking situation or time on the clock, and our guys, they got to be comfortable executing in each one of those situations, and it's our job to prepare them for that. So we got to continue to work on those things this week.
A quick question, Connor Finucane. He was out there at left tackle, it looked like today. Do you feel like he's ready to play?
I think he's ready. He's not physically where he was a year ago even, but he's worked really hard to learn the playbook. He's a strong guy, naturally strong player, physical player, and and I think as the season goes along, he'll gain some more of that muscle mass back. You can see when you look at him, he looks like a different kid. He's built differently than he was a year ago. But hopefully, as we go through the season and he's got a chance to rebuild his body, that'll start to come back around. So we've been very pleased with the way he's been practicing, and so hopefully he'll continue to improve physically and help us as we go through the season. I'm sure he will.
Army coach Jeff Monken, we'll look forward to seeing you prepare the team in the last couple of days before the home opener against Lehigh next Friday night. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Coach. It's Ken Kraetzer for Cadets Media.